Vice Chancellor, Mr. Mayor, President of Student Unions, ladies and gentlemen, friends, colleagues, and others. I think that should be everyone. Welcome to this reception and the beginning of the semester for the foreign students at Uppsala University. This university you have just chosen to join will, within a few months, actually a few weeks, celebrate its 536th birthday. And by doing a quick calculation, this means that you are mixing with the 135th generation of students. That's something to think about. Something that this university have had from the very beginning in 1477 has of course been a chancellor, vice chancellor, which we will hear in a second. And I think it is the perfect beginning to all of this. To start by introducing the Vice Chancellor of Uppsala University, Professor Eva Åkesson, the wearer, I have been allowed to say this, the wearer of the ultimate in university and academical ring, the gold chain of Uppsala University. So, ladies and gentlemen, I leave the podium to a person that has actually been described on Twitter as the coolest chancellor of the universities of Sweden. So, Professor Åkesson.
Maybe I should reveal how I actually deserved that Twitter. And that was rafting together with the students down the river here in the end of April. Do that. It's a great adventure. Dear students, welcome to your first semester here at Uppsala University. You who are here today come from countries from all over the world, including, for example, China, India, Brazil, South Africa, as well as most European countries. And many, many more I could hear when I greeted some of you earlier here today. You display the truly international character of our academy, and I often say, meet the world at Uppsala University. Uppsala has always been an international university. From the earliest days, students have come here to learn and to contribute to the creative atmosphere in our city. This year we have the pleasure of welcoming about 1,600 international students. In being here today, and in having chosen Uppsala University as your Swedish alma mater, you help us to make our global vision a reality. Uppsala University is Sweden's first university, founded in 1477. Today we are among the top 100 universities in the world. It is more than 500 years ago since the first students arrived here in Uppsala. It's breathtaking and at the same time comforting. I can assure you, you are in good company. We have a long history and many rich traditions. But first and foremost, we are a modern, comprehensive, and internationally prominent research university with 3 clear missions. We shall conduct first-class research, provide education of the highest quality, and interact with our society. Our ultimate goal is to contribute to a better world, and I hope you all will join us. Here in Uppsala, the old and new coexist side by side. Age-old academic traditions are intermingled with tomorrow's skills and technologies. We are located in historical buildings as this one, as well as brand new campuses. So, in coming here, what could you expect from your time here at Uppsala University? Well, first of all, you should expect competent teachers, high-quality education, and helpful student service. You should also expect to be taken seriously. Student influence and active participation are of highest importance to us. Last year, we had an international panel evaluating our work with pedagogic enhancement. They were particularly impressed by the student participation in continuous quality enhancement of our education. We have a strong tradition of active students in many aspects. Remember that you, our students, are the foundation which the university rests on. Without students, no university. We exist for you, not the other way around. Another thing that you should expect here in Uppsala is a city with exuberant student life. You will soon discover that the student unions and student clubs, which we call student nations, offer tremendous opportunities for socializing and involvement. They also exist for you. But unlike the university, the unions and nations are managed by the students themselves, by you. For many, it takes a little while to get to know the environment and feel at home. My advice to you is throw yourself into your new life right away. Take the opportunity to participate in some of the activities and events that were organized now at the beginning of the semester. There are excellent opportunities to get to know new people who often become friends for the rest of your life. This is an important point. You have come to Uppsala in order to study. But your education contains so much more than just studies. You will learn a lot outside the seminar room, the lab, and the library. The whole city of Uppsala is one great opportunity to learn and experience new things. Don't miss that chance. Take some time off from study. Not too much, though. And visit the student nations and all the rest that Uppsala can offer. It's worth the effort, believe me. I'd like to end this speech with a final point. During your time here in Uppsala, dare to ask questions. Dare to get lost. And dare to help each other. The others are often as lost as you are, and you won't be lost for long if we help each other. Now again, I want to welcome you all to Uppsala and hope and trust you will have a wonderful time here. Welcome.
Well, the next part on the program is a performance by one of the nation choirs, Västmanland. And this nation, just to pack you with history and dates. I never introduced myself, by the way. I'm the university guy, Mikael Norby, so history and dates is what I do. The Västmanland nation dates back to 1639, so they've been around for a while. And I should point out that the choirs you'll hear, the fantastic orchestra you'll hear, I'll talk more about it in a moment, but as you see, they are made up of students, and they are constantly on the lookout for more people who want to join. And I really hope we have Uppsala Nation Choir. We have, because I have absolutely no idea what we're about to perform. So I leave the floor to you. You will do it brilliantly. So ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. We are the Vedala Nation Choir, as you just heard, and we will first now perform two songs. The first one is a Swedish summer song, and the second one is also a Swedish traditional song. And as you also heard, we're looking for new members, and we rehearse every Tuesday at 5 o'clock at Vedala Nation. No, 7 o'clock at Vedala Nation. And you're all welcome, especially the 17th of September when we have a tryout rehearsal. Enjoy.
function of the buildings, and most of the buildings have changed a number of times. This house in which we are today, if you want to show off, show that you really know these things, you should always refer to this as the new main building. This was built on occasion of the university's 400th anniversary, so they started in 1878. Before that, there had been two other main buildings. The original one, the medieval one, was located down by the cathedral. Sadly, there is nothing left of that, not even as a memorial, which is a bit sad. But the middle house, the older main building, the Gustavian, still stands today. And that house dates back to 1618. In the 1600s, that one building, and the building I mean is the one just across the park with the green cupola and that strange ball on the top. It's actually a sundial. It is not a very well working sundial, but it is a sundial. That house in the 1600s was the complete university main building. A rather wonderful, comprehensive university in that way, that you had kitchen and storage in the basement, classrooms and library in the mid-floors, dormitories for the students up over just under the ceiling. And if you think there was a housing problem, there is a housing problem now, it is nothing compared to the 1600s. The students lived in dormitories, and in the dormitories the beds were available whole, half, or in thirds. So better pick good friends if you want to plan studying like that. We will become friends one way or another. So don't think too much about that. Now, on the top, you have that strange cupola, and underneath that you find the anatomical theatre. So there, public autopsies were performed. So try to imagine a day of festivity in Uppsala, execution day. Someone was about to be beheaded on the square down at the cathedral. Everyone would come and watch. The janitor of the university had as a special perk the right to build seats and sell tickets. After that, there was a lunch break. Practical. After lunch, the body would have been carried out of the anatomical theatre. A complete autopsy would have been performed in front of paying audience. The wonderful thing is that the theatre is still there. If you haven't seen it yet, I more or less order you to take a tour of Gustavian. The building houses 5 of the 14 museums that the university runs, so you should go to them. And as students at Uppsala University, you have free entry to the places, so sorry, no excuse. You have to go. Then, of course, came this house. It was the Jubilee 1877, 400 years of Uppsala University, huge celebrations. But the problem was, people was talking about something else. People were talking about the new university building that was being built at Lund in the south of Sweden. Now, if Lund University is doing something, we have to do it bigger. And with much, much more gold. And we did. We ended up with this absolutely lovely house. Although we did run into a couple of problems during the building process. It so happened that the rector, professor of philosophy, was a bit nervous about this new high-tech that was introduced into the house, electricity. So he asked the professor of physics and the professor of mechanics to write him a little paper on the pros and cons of electricity. And these two gentlemen sat down and they wrote him a 50-page memo in which they stated that over the next 45 to 50 years, electricity would be unsafe and uneconomical. And they advised most strongly against it. So the whole house was I was going to say rewired, but retuned, because they had to put in gas tubes through all the walls. All the lights that you see around us was originally, they were prepared for electricity, but when the house was opened, they were fired by gas, including the huge chandelier over us. It's actually not a chandelier. I learned a new word a few years ago. It's a gasolier. And that's actually also the reason why we have glass over us, because now and then it happened that the gas sort of backfired and blew up a little explosion upwards. It was much easier to clean the soot off the glass than the ceiling, so that's why we had that there. You had to be practical. Now, as soon as the house had been opened, we got a new rector, and the new one said, "This is stupid, turn off the gas, turn on the electricity," and the house has been run with electricity almost from that point on, but it shows you can be slightly too modern in certain things. And perhaps my best example of that is the fact that the house was issued with telephones. That sounds very good. I mean, 1887, we had telephones. The problem was, no one else had. So, as far as we know, the first telephone communication in Uppsala took place between two gentlemen in this house, phoning each other. And if they had opened the door and shouted, it probably would have worked quite as well. But, well, technical progress and all that. But this house has been with us now for 125, 126 years. And this is truly the ceremonial heart of the university. This is the place where all the big events happen. This is where you receive all your higher degrees, where everything important connecting to the university happen. So I hope that you will take the opportunity to come back here many, many more times for ceremonial occasions, for speeches, for concerts, and all such things, because this is really the central building and the central room of the university. There is no doubt this is the heart of the whole Uppsala University. Despite the fact that we spread over more than 200 buildings all over the city, this is the center point. Now, I have been tasked, or asked rather, to present the brilliantly named the Royal Academic Orchestra. And I mentioned times and dates. I'm sort of, it's a problem I have, I like that kind of thing. So the Royal Academic Orchestra dates back to 1626, making it a seriously well-established orchestra, if I can put it like that. And if I understand it right, roughly 90 musicians. And they are now going to perform for us a piece I have honestly never heard before, so I'm curious and interested. We will hear the sonata for piccolo, trumpet, and strings by Giuseppe Torelli, and the solo will be performed by Martin Konradsson. unfairly been pointed out that Uppsala may be a university with a city attached. Now, the city of Uppsala, one of the oldest in the country, longest history you can imagine here. Perhaps not to talk about the history, but rather the present. I give you the mayor of Uppsala, Fredrik Ahlstedt.
Dear students, welcome to Uppsala. It's an honor and a privilege to stand here in front of you today and welcome you to Uppsala. If you are anything like I was when I started my studies here in Uppsala, you are sitting here with a feeling, a million different emotions, and asking yourself a million different questions. Did I make the right choice? Is it the worth of sacrifice I had to make to get there? Absolutely, or without doubt. In fact, I can assure that each and every one of you, and that you are here because you deserve to be here, and because you can bring something new and exciting to Uppsala and Uppsala University. The Vice Chancellor has welcomed you to the university, but I would like to take the opportunity to welcome you to the city of Uppsala. Uppsala is one of Sweden's 4 major cities, close to everything. You get the selection and the pulse of a city and can simultaneously enjoy small town intimacy and also get the feeling of a larger city. Take the opportunity to walk along the river, relax in one of our cafes, or let yourself be entranced by the cathedral. Enjoy your bustling shopping streets that feature a mix of malls, shops, restaurants and bars. Outside the city centre, there are a variety of recreational areas, culture treasures, culture treasures and shopping centres, and a lot of other things you can do. Uppsala has also the possibility to offer a lot of events. You can go to concert, you can go to the theatre, you can go to other activities and events that we have in this city. Next Saturday, August the 31st, the city of Uppsala, together with our partners, is inviting you to our special welcome event to new students in Uppsala. There you have the opportunity to meet me and others, that we can give you a much more briefer look of what Uppsala can offer to you. We have been showing you that Uppsala has an offer in the way of culture, sports, clubs, municipality services and attractions. And you can give a lot of you can get a lot of insight to this kind of different events if you have the possibility to meet up at next Saturday. We want to give you a good first impression of Uppsala as your new hometown and show you the opportunities that Uppsala provides beyond the traditional student life. You can get more information about this event by the staff that are from Uppsala outside this room when this ceremony is over. Look around you. The people sitting in this room will be your friends and colleagues, perhaps for life. They will be our best source of support, and they will help you make the most of your experience here. The relationship you develop here with the faculty, the staff, the students, and the city will help you to build your career. You are here because you want to become the movers and the shakers of the future. I urge you to make this happen by meeting new people, tapping into new resources, and exploring what the city can offer to you. The benefits will follow you forever. Finally, I wish you the best of luck to each and every one of you. Good luck with the student, with all the studies, and also good luck with finding new friends. and I hope you will have a very, very good time here in Uppsala. Welcome to Uppsala.
Well, it seemed like you liked them the last time, so I think we'll try Vesmanandala Choir again. Yes.
Yes, we're back. And I hope you still remember that you can come and sing with us the 17th of September. Especially men, as you see, we're not. And this time we will sing first Studentsången, which is written by Prins Gustav, an old prince of Sweden. And after that we will sing The Look, which is written by Roxette, a Swedish band.
Låt oss fröjdas i ungdomens vår.
and in this case by the president of the Uppsala Student Union, which is really, compared to the rest, all the other organizations we have mentioned today, quite a junior organization, founded only in 1849. So I give you the president of the union, Fredrik Pettersson.
Wow, it's great to see you. How are you? Excellent. So first of all, I just want a photo. So, can you win? Excellent. You will find yourself on Twitter. I know that many of you are curious about starting a new semester at a new university. So many things are different from your home university, and yet so many things are the same. I hope that you are keen on finding out more about Sweden, Uppsala, and the student life here. You should be. It is excellent. Do not miss out on the nations. During your time in Uppsala, you will have plenty of opportunities to explore Swedish culture, learn how Swedish student lives, eats, studies, and socializes. Please do not limit your curiosity to the ways of the Swedes. Uppsala University is not a Swedish university. It is an international university seated in Sweden. This is an excellent opportunity for you to meet the world. Do get to know your Indian course mate, learn to cook new food with the English guy you met at the Nation, and do have that late night discussion about philosophy, politics, and lollicats with the Chinese exchange student living next door. What brings us all together is Uppsala University, this open, tolerant, and democratic institution of higher education. Every day, in every part of the university, when a decision which concerns our education or social environment is made, there's a student watching out for our rights and interests. A student will speak up if we are about to be mistreated. A student will help the university to see things clearer with our perspective. This is what we do. This is what the student union does. Every day. And this is part of the reason why Uppsala University is one of the best universities in the world. Every student is welcome to participate. You all have the possibility to contribute to the student union's mission, and you are all very welcome to do so. If you, on the other hand, choose not to, that is perfectly fine. It is okay to concentrate on the things that you came here to do. But please recognize the hard work of your fellow students, thus to make Uppsala University a little bit better each day. You can all support these efforts by joining the student union. It only costs 45 crowns and is the foundation of the union's work. New students of Uppsala University, embrace all the influence from all over the world. Join the student nation, join the student union, and I promise you that you will not only have the time of your life, but you will be part of the 160-year-old student movement that is ensuring Uppsala University remains one of the best in the world. Thank you for listening, and welcome to Uppsala.
It says closing of the ceremony, and that means I have basically 3 points. First of all, when we end this in a few minutes, if you would please allow the speakers to leave first and then follow us out into the main hall, into the big hall. There will be light refreshments, a little drink, and perhaps something to nibble on, and we will be there if you would like to talk, have questions or anything like that. Feel free to mingle. Secondly, I've already met, say, 120, 150 of you, so you will already know this, but it's my little doom and gloom speech. it's quite simple. Winter is coming. So honestly, be prepared. Use every beautiful day. Be out as much as you can. You don't know what the weather will be like tomorrow or the day after that. If the sun is up, you should be out. And travel as much as you can. If you have not made up any plans yet, the university are organizing bus tours over the next few weekends. I will be your guide, and we will go around the province. Actually, we'll go a bit north and a bit south, but one-day tours on Saturdays and Sundays, and there's still tickets available for that. And thirdly, this should be my absolute concluding remarks on this. I'm quite happy that no one said anything like this, so I can say it without feeling too bad. So many speeches like this tends to end with someone telling you that the university is not books and buildings, it's people. Well, the problem is I like books and buildings. I mean, my job as university guide would be a bit pointless without the books and the buildings. So I think I would rather like to phrase it, good books, beautiful buildings, and interesting people. That makes an interesting university. And we haven't quite come to that point yet, but I hope we will soon be at that point where your future employers will ask you, have you seen the aurora borealis? Have you known that very silence that comes after snowfall? Have you been doing the dishes at your nation at 3 o'clock in the morning? And not actually minding that it is 3 o'clock in the morning and you're worn out because some very nice person is standing next to you also doing dishes. That is what it means to be here. And when your employer asks you that, you will just put down your CV